this way forever. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Ever.
1 year ago, one man unboxed a particular Nintendo console. Now he returns to where he started.
What is going on, dudes? My name is Danger and welcome to a new video. Today, guys, as of today, it is the 1 year anniversary of the Nintendo Switch. Obviously, a year ago, I did my unboxing and I'm here today to basically talk about its 1 year anniversary. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into everything. So, to start off, I'm just going to go ahead and, show you the games that I acquired this year. If you couldn't already tell by the thumbnail, there you go, you see. Is that upside down? Yeah, it is. I apologize. So, this is, let's see, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 games for my Switch. And that is already beating my Wii U by like 2 more games. So, yeah, I've accumulated quite a few games. So, yeah, and we'll get into those in just a sec. So, what have I thought of the first year of the Switch? Well, honestly, I'm just going to come right out and say it at the beginning of this video that it is more than likely my favorite console of all time. Already. Like, I can already make that judgment just from this first year because of all the amazing times that I've had with it, all the amazing games that I've played, all the good times just being on the console itself. So, anyway, we want to take a look at it. Here it is. Right here. Here is my original day 1 model Switch. Nothing like special. Ooh, you can even see the reflection of my OBS capture. Whoa. Anyway, so this is my Switch that I got day 1 in line, first in line at my local Walmart. So you can see I also have the blue and red Joy-Con. That is still the only controller that I have. I don't have any new controller or anything like that. So let's go ahead and check out my login time, shall we? So I'm just going to open it up here. I love how you open up the Switch. Anyway, since I have no way of like showing Switch footage unless I go through a whole process, getting like 30 seconds of it and like uploading it on Twitter and then downloading it on my, I don't know, my computer and then sending it to my USB, putting it on my PS4 so I can edit. Yeah, that's not really gonna happen. So I'm just gonna show you this way. So, to start off, if it will focus. There we go. I hope that looks okay. And it's gonna be inverted. I don't know if I can like flip the screen around post-editing or anything, but we'll have to see. So, Mario Odyssey, 80 hours. Where am I going? There. Okay. Mario Odyssey, 80 hours. Splatoon 2, 220 hours. Xenoblade, 45 hours. And then got a demo for Dragon Quest Builders. Binding of Isaac, 25 hours. Fast Storm Mix, 4 hours. Which is, you know, another small game that I bought close to launch. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 30 hours. Skyrim, 10 hours. Zelda, now this is the thing. It's been glitched for like... once you hit like a year, it stops showing the number, but then it'll come back eventually. I don't know if they're gonna fix that sometime soon or what, but yeah, just as of right now, it just says 0 days played. But I believe my playtime was 100 hours, if not 105 hours. So yeah, get that back in frame. So anyway, there we go. Mario & Rabbids, 40 hours. And then a few more demos, basically the rest of it's demos. So, yeah, as you can tell, I have put a lot of time into my Switch. And already, I can say that it's probably my favorite. So, back on March 3rd, yes, today is March 3rd. Back on that fateful day on March 3rd, going to get the Switch, I knew I had something special in my hands. I really did. As soon as I brought it home, I got it in my hands. I knew I had something. And what do you know? It turned out to be something amazing. So let's go ahead and talk about the games. We'll start off with the first one. So, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, the only game that I got on launch. It was in my unboxing video. I'm just going to come out and say it's a 10 out of 10 game for me. I mean, it was a really good game. For the first like week or so, that's all I played was Zelda. And I finally beat it. I got close to beating it a second time on a second playthrough. I did like a couple weeks later, but I haven't really got around to play it again. So I don't know, but it's still a great game. Like honestly, I would recommend it to anyone getting the Switch. But for some strange reason, I mean, I understand it's Zelda. Not everybody likes Zelda. Until this game, I never even played Zelda. But only half, I think, like half of the Switch owners own Breath of the Wild. So I think that's kind of strange. You know, like I figured a lot more people would own it, considering how many Game of the Year rewards that it's got. Also, I'm checking to make sure my recording is still good because we've been going this long. So you open it up. There you go. There you have it. All my games are kept in my game case back there. Don't worry about it. They're all safe and sound. I keep all of them in that thing. So if that thing were to be stolen with my Switch inside of it, you're looking at around like $2,000. So yeah, that wouldn't be very good. But again, like I said, Zelda is just a 10 out of 10 amazing game that I would recommend to everybody. So yeah, on to the second game that I bought. This was kind of on impulse, I guess. Whenever I first saw it in the store, I'm like, you know, I should probably get it because it looks fun. We have The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. There's not really too much to say about this game. I don't know. It's a roguelike. It's like kind of like the original Zelda's in a way, like with like dungeons, except they're completely randomized and stuff like that. So I don't know. The game's really fun, you know, like I showed you. I've spent over a day on it, and for a good while there in school, whenever I actually had time, this year I have not had time to play my Switch, so I haven't even bothered bringing it because I just know that there's not going to be any time to play it. But last year, whenever I had like 30 minutes a day, you know, just to sit around and play, I would play The Binding of Isaac basically the whole time. So that's really the most that probably this game probably has the most time that I have in handheld mode. We'll get into handheld mode and stuff like that at the end. Hopefully I can remember to do that, but we'll go ahead and open up, take a look. This is what I really like right here. No other game that I own on Switch, out of all 8 that I have, none of them have an instruction manual. And I don't understand why. Like, instruction manuals are just so cool, and it adds a lot to, like, you know, collectors and stuff like that. It also came with stickers. I have all those stickers in my thing as well. Like, you can see, just really cool stuff. And, like, I believe somewhere in here, that was all, okay, yeah. Yeah, so see, like, you have items, and a second ago I just showed you enemies. And I really like the style of it, too. I think it's supposed to replicate how the original Zelda one was. Like with the gold and the black and red, or maybe that was Ocarina of Time. I'm not too sure about that, but again, just put like stuff in your cases, please. It gets really annoying. Okay, I kind of lied. There is something else in a different game, but it's not like an instruction manual, so you know. Binding of Isaac, I would say gets like a 8 out of 10, I would say. It's not the greatest game of all time, no, but it's certainly a great game, and I don't know, I can't remember how much I spent on it. I think I spent like 40, so, I mean, that's not that bad, and plus as a physical edition, and I like physical editions, and all that. All my games are physical, except like Fast RMX, so yeah. Moving on to the third game, we have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And man, this is kind of a game that I regret buying. Only, like, I don't know, man. It was kind of like a thing where I just wanted another game to play on my Switch. At the time, I had Zelda and I had The Binding of Isaac, and that was about it. So I wanted some kind of multiplayer game that I could play with others, and I haven't even played it much with others. Like, maybe Hootendow, that's it. Any kind of friend or something that I want to play it with is just bad, so it's not even a competition. Hootendow's the only one that's actually given me competition. He's beaten me, so, I mean, shouts to him. But yeah, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I don't know, man. For the $60 price point, honestly, I don't think it's worth it, especially if you had the original Mario Kart. Now, if you didn't have the original Mario Kart, it's definitely worth the $60. But I have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe down here. In fact, if I can go ahead and get that, yeah. See, I have the original Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Well, Mario Kart 8. I don't know why I'm saying Deluxe. So, you know, I don't know. I probably shouldn't have got this. Like, it was kind of just an impulse buy, like I said, but it's still an okay game. It's not like really my type of thing. I'm never into racing games much, but it did, I will admit, for about a week there, it did give me some good enjoyment and all that. I really like the battle mode online, and I just like online in general on that game, so that was fun. Overall, I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10. I don't know. It's a good game. It's just, I don't know. I just really haven't been feeling the want or need to play it. But I will admit it is a pretty good game. It's just not really my type. It's a racing game. So yeah, moving on to the fourth game, we have Splatoon 2. I never played the original Splatoon, okay? It was something I just didn't really consider. I saw the ads for it. I thought it looked dumb at first, and I didn't really, think about buying it ever. But whenever I finally looked at Splatoon and looked into Splatoon 2, I really wanted this game so bad, and I'm so glad I bought this game. Like, man, it's so good. So, I don't know. Like my World War II review, I probably should have given that game like an 8 out of 10 by now, because I don't really think it deserves that 9 that I gave it. I apologize, but, it is what it is. That was kind of like my early thoughts and stuff, but Splatoon 2 is probably my favorite shooter of 2017. Splatoon 2 is, and that's saying something coming from a guy who normally only plays first person, like blood and gore shooters, yeah. So you can take a look on the inside. I love the art for this game. Whenever they have art, if you can see it, it has I apologize for all the brightness on it. It's kind of strange, but I like the art for it. How it kind of reminds me of Samurai Jack or something, where they don't have any outlines. So that's kind of cool. This game, Splatoon 2, like I showed you, I have how much was 220 hours on this game. I have played the death out of it. I'm level 40. I love it. It's so much fun, and it's another 10 out of 10 game. Honestly, it is an amazing game. I love it so much. And the music, oh my gosh, ebb and flow. If you've heard it in this video, which I'm sure you have, oh my gosh, ebb and flow, it's so good. That and any kind of off the hook song is good, though some are a little not as good as others. But ebb and flow, oh, one of my favorite game songs of all time. Yeah, Splatoon 2, 10 out of 10. What is this? 5th game, Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. So this was a game that was revealed at E3 and came out 2 months later. So that was kind of interesting, but once I saw this game, I was and then I actually saw the trailers for it and the demos, and I'm like, oh, it actually looked pretty good. And whenever I bought it, it was pretty dang good. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect this game to be as good as it was. It's a Ubisoft game. I don't really like Ubisoft much. I mean, the only games I've really ever purchased from them, I ended up like not playing them like 2 days later or something. I don't know. But this game kept me playing for a good while. I have 40 hours on it, like you saw. It kept me going for about like a week and a half, let's say. You know, like I didn't play it constantly, but it was definitely fun to play. I've beat all the way through it. I've beaten a good chunk of like the challenge stuff. That was fun. And well, the inside's bland. There's no point in showing you. It's all just white. But I did kind of lie before. This came, and it also, you can see the code because I've already entered it, so it's not like it's gonna matter. I mean, heck, if you want to try entering it and it works for you, best of luck to you. But I already used it, so I don't know if any other people can use it. But hey, I mean, if you can, why not try it? But honestly, yeah. Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle, strategic game. 8 out of 10. I don't know. It's not the best game, but it's certainly a pretty good game. I liked it. I think it was mostly good for a once through, though. Like, I don't really want to play it again anytime soon. There is a DLC coming out for it, and I might consider buying it if there isn't like any other games coming out. But we'll see about that. It has Donkey Kong, so that's kind of cool. Yeah. Next up, 6th game, and I have no idea how long we've been recording for, so... Okay, 60 minutes. We're fine. So, 6th game, yes, is Super Mario Odyssey. I love this game to death. Probably my #1 favorite game of all time is Super Mario 64. This game beats it in quality by far. I don't think it'll ever beat Super Mario 64 in my mind because, you know, nostalgia and all that kind of stuff. The first game I ever played, Super Mario 64, great. I love that game. I can go back and play it anytime and have fun with it. Just get, you know, go on Bob on Battlefield, do all kinds of stuff. But Mario Odyssey is my favorite game on Switch. It is an amazing game that I can go back and play as many times as I want and never get bored of it. No, it doesn't come as close to Splatoon in game hours as you know, you think it would, but it's just so good. Like, I've been playing Luigi's Balloon World recently, just get me back into the game more, and I've spent like 20 hours on that. So, like, there's just so much to do in this game. It's so much fun. The platforming is amazing. I love Sandbox Mario way better than any kind of 2D or any kind of like 3D Land, 3D World, or even Galaxy. Like Galaxy, I never even played Galaxy 2, so I wouldn't know about that. But I love this game. It is the easiest 10 out of 10 that I had to give this year. It is so much fun. You can see the inside. I actually like this. I hope you can see it good. Again, it might be backwards. I don't know if I'll be able to fix this in post-editing to like reverse the footage. I don't know. But as you can see, it has the lyrics to Jump Up Superstar, which is the game's like one of the game's main theme. Oh yeah, here. That's the beginning of it there. You can see it. Anyway. But yeah, I really like that. That's kind of cool. I mean, if you want the lyrics to the game, go ahead and look in the case, you know? But yeah, again, such an easy 10 out of 10 to give this year. Amazing, phenomenal game that I will remember probably for the rest of my life. It's so good. And it might eventually be as nostalgic as like Super Mario 64. And I don't know if it'll be as, but it'll be up there. Great game. Next up, what is this? 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. Sorry, I just want to make sure. We have Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. This game, I'm just going to be straight up and honest, I regret buying. And this is getting on my nerves, having the blue. By the way, that's also my screen. It's just that my glasses have like a certain thing on them that makes everything blue and the reflection. I don't know, but Skyrim, I regret buying. I honestly do. It's not a bad game. It's really not, but it's just there's a lot of stuff that I don't like about it, you know? Like it's one of those games where I know it's good, it's beloved by all kinds of people, but I just can't get into. It's like I don't know. I don't know what it is. It could be the combat, it could be anything. I just don't ever really get the want or need to play this game. Like, if I want to go and play a great open world game, I'll go on and play Zelda. So, I don't know. This game is cool. It's fun. I've spent like 10 hours on it. But in the end, it's not as good as Zelda in my mind. Not even close. So, I don't know. I give it about a 5. Maybe. It's okay. Just, I don't think I'm ever gonna beat it. I mean, I got a good way into it, but I don't think I really plan to, you know, indulge myself to beat it. So yeah. Last but not least, the 8th game on this list, we have Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Now, I bought this game last month. No, last month? In January, I think. I bought it in January, and I'm so glad that I did, because I didn't think it would be that good. Like, as soon as I saw it, I was thinking, it might end up being like a Skyrim thing, I might not want it. I'm so glad I bought this game. I have not even beaten it yet, and I have 45 hours on it, and apparently there's like 10 more chapters. It is crazy. This game is so good. I love this game. It's like it has an anime style. I mean, if you want to see the back, I'm sorry I didn't show you the back of the other games, but I mean, you know, whatever. But it does have this anime style to it, and just, I don't know, like, judgmental, ignorant people at school want to say, you know, oh, it's bad just because it's anime. You know, I kind of live down south, so, you know, Japanese is not really something that everybody accepts. Anyway, but enough about that. Xenoblade 2 is a great RPG. I think it really contends with Pokemon in my mind. It's such a good game. It's like a lot of slice of life stuff too. Like that's another part of it. One of the big parts is just the story. And like learning about these characters, learning about Rex and Pyra and all these people, learning about the history and the Titans and everything. It's so much fun. You would have to play the game to know what I'm talking about. It's just such a great game. The combat is pretty good. I like you have to stay engaged with it, you know? You have to stay on your toes, press the buttons at the right times, you know, use your things whenever you get the opportunity to. Use your arts and skills and all that. But yeah, this is a great game. I have not finished it yet. I plan to finish it very soon. It's so long, and it takes a lot of time to dedicate yourself to. And every single time I play it, I cannot put it down. I just keep playing until before I realize that I've spent like 10 hours in one day on it and wasted the entire day away. You know, like I'm planning on playing Splatoon, and then I get onto this, and it's like, oh nope, here goes your day, goodbye. Because every single time I get into a good cutscene, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna finish like this battle or whatever, and that's it. And I get into another big cutscene, and I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. I'll just go ahead and fight a couple dudes, and then another cutscene, and it's just too good to pass up. The story is amazing. So honestly, so far the game is like a 9 out of 10. I don't think it's perfect, but like the story is my favorite part about it. Like the combat, whatever. It's good, but it's the story that really takes center stage. And yeah, I think the game's also pretty hard, so it's quite a grindy game. You have to like go and like grind a little bit to get your levels and stuff, and I don't mind that. Honestly, I like grindy games. All the old Pokemons are kind of like that in a way. Even like Gen 7 was in a way, so yeah. But that is my Switch collection. So yeah, I'll go ahead and put it down here. So yeah, that is my review on all my Switch games. Obviously that would be a big part of it, and I'm glad that we're done with it. But now we're gonna get into the Switch itself after this whole year. So ever since March, or heck, even like February, people have been saying they've had problems with their Switch in some sort of way. I have not had any problems this whole year. Nothing. No problems whatsoever. No kind of like, what was it, where your Joy-Cons wouldn't connect or anything. I wouldn't have any problems like that. Just great experiences, you know? So I don't know what it is. I don't know if, like, I mean, I'm not saying that's not a problem. It's just, I don't know, maybe I got lucky with mine. And like a lot of people are getting it, but it'll focus. There. No way. Yeah, look at those. I love the UI on the Switch. Like, it's so clean and so good. I just love getting on it. Just hearing all the, like, maybe, hang on. Let's see if you can hear it. Like, hearing all the stuff. I love the noises on it. It's so much fun. The eShop works fine. The news section is honestly something that I really appreciate. Just something that I can go down, look at all the games that came out in a week, look at all the stuff that releases on Nintendo's YouTube, see whenever they like earn an award or something, or whenever what is it? Whenever there's like a new update or something, I can always read about it on the news section. And it's something that I really appreciate. And I like the news section, and I hope that they can continue updating it with new stuff, because I love just getting on here and looking around. I remember on launch day, whenever there was only like 6 articles on there, and it was talking about, like, you know, how to use certain things on your Switch and stuff. So now that there's actual news on it, it's really cool. And I really appreciate that feature. Now, one thing that I will kind of say that I'm not really super glad about is, well, the capture stuff. They said that, you know, capture images and capture video eventually, and, you know, you can. But video is 30 seconds at a time. And the images are not the highest quality possible. They're pretty good, but they're not that good. Here, I'll go ahead and show you if I can find one. There's one. There you go. What a beautiful picture we got there. That was obviously Mario Odyssey. All kinds of stuff. But yeah, you know, I really do like that, you know, it even exists. I like having, you know, screenshots of Splatfests, which I always participate in. Apologies for the dogs in the background. But anyway, the dog in the background, that is. But I always like taking pictures of Splatfests. There's a few pictures. Let's see. Yeah, I like taking pictures of Splatfest. Always have these pictures that I can always go back and see from like my previous experiences. Like all the way whenever, you know, I hit a milestone in Breath of the Wild, I would always take a picture. So I got all kinds of them. From all kinds of different parts. Well, I don't want to show any spoilers, okay? I was about to turn around and show you a big spoiler, so I apologize for that. Yeah, I do like the gallery stuff. It's pretty good. The online, it'll get updated eventually. You know, whenever they start making you pay for it, I hope it gets better. It's not the greatest thing. You can't message people. You can't do anything like that. You can't voice chat unless you have the Nintendo Switch app. I have done it once with people, and it's not the best thing. It works, but I wish there was an easier way of doing it on the Switch itself. So once they start paying for it in August, by the way, it'll probably not be August. It'll probably be delayed until 2019. Because that's how it was. It was supposed to be fall of last year. Supposed to be spring of this year, and now it's delayed into fall of this year again. we'll just have to see about all that. But yeah, the Nintendo Switch, released 1 year ago on March 3rd. New favorite console. I love this thing to death. Ever since I first got it on that night, did the video, did my face reveal, I knew I had something on my hands, and man, it definitely outclasses the PS4 in my mind, and automatically just good games and better time on it. Like, man, I don't think it can get much better than this, and so I cannot wait to see what the Switch has in the upcoming years, and it's gonna be so much fun. Who knows what they're gonna do? So far, we're gonna have a few games released. Most of them are ports. That's fine. There are a couple that I think I plan to get, like Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze. I plan to get that soon. Kirby Star Allies, which comes out this month in 13 days. Yeah, 13 days. I'm gonna get that and hopefully have a good time with that. It looks really fun. But yeah, I don't think there's really much more to say about the Switch. If you really want to hear the whole backstory, I guess I can go ahead and say that. So, the Switch was announced in, well, I guess it was like, what was it, like November of 2016? Something like that. November, December 2016, and then there was like the January event, and then it released in March. Okay? As soon as it was revealed, I knew, yes, I have to have this console. It looks so good. The Wii U was such a disappointment. There was nothing really amazing about it. You know, I had Mario Maker and all that, but nothing was like what we were seeing here with the Switch. I mean, once they revealed Mario Odyssey, that was just, I was done. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, whoa, this, I've needed this since the GameCube. So once they announced Mario Odyssey and I saw stuff for Zelda and I saw Splatoon 2, I just knew that I had to have it. And once I got it in my hands on March, I'm like, yes, this is the future of Nintendo. And what do you know, it has been their fastest selling console that they've ever had. In fact, in the US, the fastest selling console of all time. Fastest selling. 15, I believe, million units already in a year. That surpasses the Wii U right there. Automatically. First year, it versus like the 5 years of the Wii U. Already surpassed it by like, even like over, I think it's been like over 1 million already. So that's just crazy, man. It's such, I'm so glad that people enjoy this console. Like, I have so many people at school that just want to say, oh, the Switch sucks, man. It's Nintendo. Doesn't matter. They're Nintendo. They make bad kid games. And I say, well, you have not got your hands on it. You have not played the games. So, honestly, you don't really deserve to have your opinion, especially when it's so blindly like that. So, yeah. I personally think it is the best console, and I can't wait to see what they do this year in 2018. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and all that cool stuff. Let me know your thoughts on the Switch's first year down in the comment section down below. If I had a capture card, I would really have gameplay for this video. If I had a capture card, I would upload videos all the time. Unfortunately, I don't, but once I do get one, trust me, you will see more from the Switch. But honestly, until then, I don't think you're going to really get many videos on it, you know? I don't think I'll ever really upload. I might upload, you know, something about like some kind of review, maybe. But honestly, I don't think I'm really going to do that. Maybe an unboxing of something. I'm not going to get Nintendo Labo, but if I did get that, I would probably do an unboxing for it. But maybe if I get like a collector's edition, I might do an unboxing for that. I don't know. We'll see. But until the day I get a capture card, which will probably be a long time from now, I plan to get like a job or something this summer. Maybe, hopefully, be able to get the funds for one sometime or another. So, but until that point, won't be seeing much more from Switch. I just want you all to see my 1 year thoughts on the Switch, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys